Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In this week's video, we're going to look at every time Tua was sacked in 2023 and try to make some decisions as to where the blame falls on those sacks. Let's get this out of the way. I do understand that pressure is a better indicator of pass rush than sacks. However, pressure is subjective, and sacks give more of a concrete statistic to use to pull the plays for review, and there's not nearly as many of them. I apologize for the video quality on the clips this week. I'm going to try to figure that out for next week. I didn't want to make the video too long, so this is my quick interpretation of who is responsible for each sack in 2023. If there's any that you disagree with, leave a comment below and let me know your thoughts. So Tua was sacked 29 times in 2023, but we have 33 clips to go through. Some of them were negated due to penalties. Tried not to make the video too long. YouTube does give you the ability in the settings to slow down the video if there's one you want to look at closer. If you're just here for the Cliff Notes version, this is how many times I have each player mentioned as a negative in my notes. I have Eichenberg 6 times, Kendall Lamb 5 times. I have 4 each for Robert Jones, Teron Armstead, Lester Cotton, and Austin Jackson. Isaiah Wynn 3 times, 2 times for Durham Smythe and Connor Williams, and then once each for Robert Hunt, Raheem Mostert, and Julian Hill. For those of you that want a little more detail, here we go. On this first set of plays, I just have the player highlighted who lost the rep. We're going to move through these ones pretty quickly. On the first play here, we have Liam Eichenberg getting beaten. On the next one, we have Kendall Lamb getting beaten. He could have gotten some help from Isaiah Wynn. And then we have Kendall Lamb losing on a bull rush. And Kendall Lamb getting beaten to the inside here. Here we have a rep where Rob Hunt loses. And then we have Teron Armstead losing a rep. This is Liam Eichenberg at right guard losing. And then we have Durham Smythe on the split zone action getting bull rushed into the quarterback, and Connor Williams also overcommitting and losing on the spin move. Then we're going to have Teron Armstead and Austin Jackson both losing on edge rushes. And then Julian Hill missing a block on split zone action. On this next one, Rob Jones doesn't necessarily get beaten, but he gives up too much ground, and when Tua tries to escape the pocket, he ends up tripping over Jones. And then we have Lester Cotton and Austin Jackson both getting partially beaten and making Tua uncomfortable, eventually leading to a sack. Here we have Kendall Lamb getting bull rushed. Liam also allows a spin move back into the sack. And then on this, it's a play action power play. Rob Jones can't get to the kickout block. Austin Jackson also oversets and allows an inside move. And then on this one, it's more of a coverage sack. Tua had almost 4 seconds to throw the ball, but Liam was unable to sustain his block. And then on this one, we have a bobbled snap, but Austin Jackson also gets bull rushed. On these next 2 clips, let's just call them unlucky. On the first one, you've got Connor Williams tripping over Robert Hunt's foot. And then on the second one, you're going to have Isaiah Wynn tripping over Liam Eichenberg's foot. Our next 3 sacks are going to be a result of unblocked defenders. Typically, this comes down to the quarterback not being able to identify a free rusher. On the first one here, we have a half slide to the right, and we're going to have an extra linebacker coming, leaving the defensive end that's highlighted here coming unblocked. Next one's going to be a similar play. Again, half slide to the right, going to have this edge defender highlighted coming unblocked. And then the next one, we have the defensive back highlighted here. We're going to have a play action power to the left look, and the defender's going to come unblocked. All right, this next set of clips are plays that were recorded as sacks, but I don't necessarily assign the blame to an individual player because I felt like they did enough to give the play a chance to succeed. On the first one here, we're going to have Durham Smythe getting beat on the split flow action. He's able to scramble out here and then slides down. Next one is similar. There's enough here that allows Tua to escape the pocket, but he slides down for no gain, which ends up getting recorded as a sack. Have a fumbled snap here. Again, gets recorded as a sack. And then on this one, we get some pressure, but Tua is able to extend the play a little bit here, but slips on the grass, recorded as a sack. And then here, this should have been a neutral zone infraction. Teron Armstead was late getting off the ball because of it, and it did result in a sack, but I didn't necessarily record that one as being against Teron Armstead. All right, our last set of plays here are going to be more miscommunication than anybody just getting physically beaten. On the first one here, we have an outside zone to the left with play action. Have a miscommunication between Kendall Lamb, Isaiah Wynn, and Liam Eichenberg on how to handle the pass rush. On this next one, we get an unblocked edge blitzer. Rob Jones fails to handle the switch, and Mostert also glances off of the A-gap blitz. And then here we've got Teron Armstead failing to adjust to the slide on the edge rusher. He ends up holding. And Lester Cotton also doesn't anchor well, but at least he runs his defender upfield. We've got half slide protection here with Rob Jones on the man slide side. He gets caught peeking at the blitzing linebacker, and he's off balance for the twist. And then on this one, we've got an outside zone play action. Lester Cotton's not able to get the horizontal movement on the defensive tackle. Teron Armstead ends up chasing that same block and allows number 94 to get the sack. And then here we've got half slide protection again. Lester Cotton and Liam Eichenberg are unable to handle the twist between the two defensive tackles. And then our last one here, we've got an unblocked defensive end from the man side of the half slide protection, and Liam is unable to handle the switch on the inside. That's all I've got for this week. As usual, if you have an idea for a future video, leave it in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, help spread it to a wider audience by liking the video here on YouTube, share it on X, share it on Facebook, or wherever else you found the video. And we'll talk again next week. Thanks a lot.